And we do begin tonight with breaking news. The MBTA is halting its investigation after a Green Line train derailed near an MBTA station in Cambridge earlier this afternoon. Still a lot of questions as to the cause. Meanwhile, officials with the National Transportation Safety Board say they plan to continue to investigate. Thanks for joining us. I'm Priscilla Casper.
And I'm Glenn Jones. We have team coverage for you tonight with Jericho Tran and Michael Rosenfield. Let's begin with Jericho. She's live in Cambridge with what the MBTA believes caused this derailment. What are they telling you tonight, Jericho?
Right now, the MBTA is telling us that they do not believe that track structure caused this derailment. Instead, they're looking at the actions of the train operator. And like you said, the MBTA has paused their investigation as the National Transportation Safety Board is starting their own investigation, which leads me to what exactly is going on here at the scene. You can see the train is still there. The MBTA is no longer investigating this. They're waiting for the National Transportation Safety Board to get here to continue their own investigation. So this train has been here since 5 p.m. when it first derailed. A Green Line derailment over the Red Bridge sent passengers jostling out of their seats and bystanders scrambling to figure out what happened.
I heard not an explosion, but a really loud crash.
The MBTA says the derailment happened near the switch where the Union Square and Medford Tufts branches of the Green Line intersect.
While the train was traversing over that switch, the lead truck and the center truck of the leading Green Line trolley derailed.
One passenger told NBC 10 Boston off camera that he saw a woman fly across the train car and scrape her arm.
This resulted in some minor injuries to folks on board. 7 passengers were transported to the hospital with minor injuries.
The 50 passengers on board stayed inside the train for about 5 minutes before police and MBTA officials opened up the emergency doors.
There was many people walking from the train. I guess they were told to go around to the next station.
The MBTA says they ruled out track structure as a cause for the derailment.
All of the track structure, all the measurements indicate that track was not a factor in this incident.
Looking instead at the operator of the train.
I really can't say what went wrong in this particular case. Obviously, trolley operators are expected to follow operating rules, speed limit compliance.
This as the National Transportation Safety Board plans to investigate the derailment, halting the MBTA's current investigation.
And we're committed to a full, thorough investigation.
And you're taking another live look at the scene there. The part that's lit up, that is where the train left the track. So right now the MBTA is still there at the scene. They're waiting for the National Transportation Safety Board to actually arrive at the scene. But the MBTA says that they will cooperate with the investigation. In Cambridge, Jericho Tran, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, Jericho, thank you. And our team coverage in Cambridge continues now with our NBC 10's Michael Rosenfield. I mean, this derailment had a big impact on the evening commute. Michael, how are passengers dealing with this?
Yeah, Priscilla, really tough night for passengers on part of the Green Line tonight because of this derailment. Shuttle buses have been brought in to help with the situation. Right now, we are at the Lechmere stop, one of the stops where the trains are not running this evening and buses have been brought in. The images of the derailed train just striking, especially for witnesses who saw the scene unfolding.
I heard this weird jiggering sound, and I looked up and I saw the train, the front car of the train, jiggering, and it almost looked like, it was shaking, rumbling.
Richard Moylan feared the train could plunge over the bridge.
I was kind of afraid that it was actually going to, come off, especially at the height that it was at, because it was at that pass.
Soon after the derailment, shuttle buses were brought in to move people along the Green Line extension where the incident took place.
I was trying to go to Gilman Square on the Green Line, but unfortunately, I had no idea it was derailed. I had to look it up on my phone and tried to find the bus stop. Was with some other girls. We also couldn't figure out where it was, so I ended up just having to call an Uber.
With the train line down, some said there needed to be better instruction for how to reroute.
We have nowhere to go. We don't know what's next. We're just here waiting.
The Green Line extension has had its issues since opening in 2022. Most notably, after its debut, it was determined the tracks were too narrow for trains to move at full speed. As for Tuesday's incident, many passengers said they found the shuttles confusing, or it took too long for the right one to arrive.
It's incredibly frustrating. I can only imagine what it would be like if there was an actual disaster, how the communication would fall apart as it has today.
As it stands right now, the shuttle buses are still in place for the rest of tonight. We don't know what will happen tomorrow morning and if the trains will be back up and running for the morning rush here on this section of the Green Line. We're live in Cambridge tonight. Michael Rosenfield, NBC 10 Boston.
For now, that train sits awkwardly on the tracks. Okay.